Hey loves, welcome to my channel. On today's video we are going to be doing this makeup look. So if you want to find out how I did this look, you want to continue watching. Also on my channel, if you're someone that loves to do makeup on yourself or do your hair yourself, you want to make sure that you're subscribed because I share videos like that on hairstyles and makeup. So let's get started. So to start, I'm going to start with my brows. As you know, brows are one of the things that make your makeup really look good. To start, I'm going to brush up my brows and apply a little bit of setting powder just to get it matte and easy for the pencil to glide through. After doing that, I'll go ahead and line the bottom of my brow. I'll be using a pencil, and you want to make sure that your pencil is really sharp. Now this pencil I'm using already have a spoolie at the end that helps to brush the brow hair up. You need a brow brush or a spoolie for that purpose. So after brushing my hair up, I'll go ahead and outline the brows. After outlining the brows, I'm going to make hairline stroke at the front part of the brow. Then at the end of the brows, on the back part of the brow, I'm going to just fill that in. After filling that in, you want to go in with your concealer to make sure that your brows are really looking neat. The concealer I'm using today is from BegginersStep. After concealing the bottom of the brow, I'm going to blend onto my eyelid whatever concealer that is left on the brush. You want to do the same on the other eye. Like what I'm doing, this will help to get your brows aligned, like look straight on the same line. On the top of the brow, I'm going to use my foundation. This will help to blend easily when I apply the foundation on my face. You want to use your foundation, or you can go ahead and use a concealer that is your skin shade for the top part of your brow. That will make it blend easily with your foundation. After doing that, you want to go in with the brow brush or the spoolie and just brush the hair up gently. Now, after you're done with your brows, you want to go and start doing your eyeshadow. For the eyeshadow, I'll be using an eyeshadow primer. This will help the pigment of the eyeshadow you're going to be using to really show very well. If you don't have an eyeshadow primer, you want to go ahead and use a lighter shade of your concealer. Now, I'm using this palette from Juvia's Place, and I'll be starting with my transition shade, which is the lightest shade I'm going to be using in this palette. After I blend that and I'm satisfied with the blend, I'll go ahead with the deep brown shade that will be in the inner crease area. You want to make sure that you really blend your products very well, because in makeup, blending is the key. Then after I finish blending my dark shade, I'll go ahead and cut the crease. Now this step is optional depending on the eyeshadow look you're going for. To cut the crease, I'll be using the same eyeshadow base I use. You can still go ahead and use your concealer to do that. After cutting the crease, I'll make sure I blend that very well so it doesn't look muddy. Then I'll repeat the process going in with the first shades that I use. Now with this nude shade in this other palette, I'll use that on the areas where I cut the crease to set it up. Going back into the crease area with the shade to blend that, to bring that shade back, because after I cut the crease, it kind of fade out that color. So you want to go back in and bring that back. To finish the eyeshadow up, I'm going to use this gold shimmer color just to make the eyeshadow pop. On the lower part of my eye, I'm going to use the dark brown to apply that. Then I'll apply my eyeliner. Now, eyeliner can be somewhat tricky sometimes. If you're a beginner, go in with your black pencil. That will be easy to handle. And then on the lower part of the eye, I'm going to use the eyeliner to just line that. After doing that, I'll go ahead and apply my false lashes. This step is also optional. You can just apply your mascara and that will be good if you don't know how to apply a false lashes. But if you really want your makeup to really pop out, and depending on where you're going to with the makeup, you want to go ahead and apply some false lashes, even if it just means applying just a very short false lashes. Moving on to this face, I'll be using this primer from Shea Glam. My face is already prepped before I even started doing the makeup. I went ahead and applied my serum and I applied moisturizer. You want to always make sure that you don't skip that step. Now I'll go use my fingers to just blend in concealer and make sure that I distribute it well all over my face. Now I'll be using 2 shades of foundation to help me get my perfect shade. Now I'm using one from Juvia's Place and the other one from She Glam. I'll just mix the two together, then apply that on my face. I'll be using a brush to do that. You can also use your fingers to apply it, or you use a beauty sponge to apply the foundation. After using the brush to apply it, I'll go ahead and blend it with a brush, then finish that off with a beauty blender. The beauty blender, I'll be using it actually damp. So I just went ahead and sprayed the face a little bit with some setting spray because I want the makeup to last long. And I'll blend that with my brush. After blending it with my brush, I'll go in now to just make sure that I pick up the excess product, because as you can see, I have a lot of foundation on my face. So I'll need to use a beauty sponge to blend that. It will help to pick up some of that product. After I finish blending my foundation, now you see that your face is a blank canvas. You don't have your natural shades on your face. You want to go in and bring that back. For that, I'll be using my concealer. I'll use concealer for the areas where I want to bring light, and I'll use my contour for the areas where I want shadow. And the areas where I want to bring light is my T-zone, that is under your eyes, the bridge of your nose, the cubic bow, your chin, and your forehead. So I'll first go in with a concealer that is my skin shade to just blend it to get rid of my under eye. Then I'll go in with this concealer from She Glam to just lighten up my under eye and brighten up the entire areas where I want to highlight. After applying the concealer, I'll let that sit while I go ahead and apply my contour. I'll be using the Juvia's Place shade stick. I can't really tell the color right now, but it's like 2 shades darker than the foundation. After contouring my face, I'll go ahead and use a clean sponge and blend my concealer. Then with the side of a sponge which I use in blending my foundation, I'll use that to blend the contour so it blends smoothly into each other without leaving harsh lines. When I finish blending my product and I'm satisfied, you want to go ahead and start setting your face. As from the setting powder I'm using the HD powder from Elf Cosmetics. I'll go ahead and apply that on the areas where I apply the concealer. Then I'll brush that out. After doing that, I'm going to use a powder that is my skin shade on the areas where I apply the contour to set it. Then after setting that, I'll go ahead and apply my highlight. For the highlight, I'll be using the Juvia's Place powder highlight, and I'll apply that on the bridge of my nose, the tip of the nose, and on my cheekbone. I'm going to use a pressed powder to buff the entire face to just make sure that everything is looking smooth. Now we'll move over to the lips, because we're done with the face. We'll move over to the lips. You want to do your lip shape depending on your preference. So I'll go in with a brown lip pencil, the one I use for my eyebrows, and line my lips. Then I'll use a lighter shade in the eyeshadow palette just to blend it in the middle, because I don't have a nude shade of lipstick. After I do that, I'll just go ahead and use a lip gloss to apply that on it and spray my face for the last time. So I'll just use my powder puff without any product on it to just tap that on the entire face, and that will be practically it about this tutorial. So if you like this tutorial, let me know in the comment section. Go ahead and thumbs up this video. This will help the algorithm to send it to more people and will help me a lot. Also, you want to go ahead and help me to share the video to your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any update.